Picture this. I'm 67, standing in my cozy American kitchen, frying eggs for breakfast, thinking I'm healthy. But fatigue, joint pain, and chronic illness creep in, stealing my energy. What if your morning eggs are silently pushing you toward losing independence? Want to stay vibrant? Let's uncover the painful truth together. Fatigue drags on, joint pain makes walking tough. Chronic illness like diabetes or heart disease looms, not just aging. Pairing eggs, wrong spikes, blood sugar, fuels inflammation, and saps strength, making you fear losing independence, becoming a burden, missing time with grandkids. Hold on, you think eggs are a superfood, right? What if the foods you pair them with cause fatigue and joint pain? Most seniors believe eggs alone guarantee health. Deadly mistake. Wrong pairings block nutrients, spark inflammation, increase chronic illness, and rob independence. The secret: smart pairings to avoid joint pain and live actively. The NIH says 70% of Americans over 60 face chronic illness from dietary mistakes. Inflammation from wrong food pairings raises joint pain and fatigue risk by 40%, speeding up loss of independence, leaving you reliant on others. But you don't deserve that. Dream of waking up free of joint pain, full of energy, confidently gardening or playing with grandkids, not fearing fatigue. Small changes can reclaim your independence, keep you healthy, and inspire your family. Today, I'll reveal 3 egg pairings to avoid to escape chronic illness, plus 3 pairings to boost energy. You'll be shocked by the truth behind your breakfast. Before we dive in, comment your favorite breakfast dish. I'll share tips to improve it. Subscribe for more health secrets. Ready to uncover 3 dangerous egg mistakes. You're sitting in a familiar American diner, the smell of fried eggs wafting, white toast slathered with butter. But beware. White bread can turn your beloved breakfast into a health nightmare, causing fatigue, joint pain, and chronic inflammation. Every morning, you enjoy eggs with white toast, thinking it's a wholesome choice. But white bread, made from refined flour with no fiber, spikes blood sugar in 30 minutes, then crashes, leaving you fatigued, feeling like age is stealing your vitality. Worse, these blood sugar swings trigger inflammation, worsening joint pain, raising risks of type 2 diabetes and heart disease. The American Journal of Nutrition says eating empty carbs regularly increases chronic inflammation risk by 35% in those over 60. For anyone striving to stay independent, this fatigue and joint pain can spark fear of losing strength to play with grandkids or care for yourself, becoming a burden. White bread digests too fast. Insulin soars, then plummets. Inflammation and fatigue follow. You might think it's just aging. It's not. Wrong foods are the culprit. Small changes make a big difference. Want to wake up full of energy, free of joint pain, ready for the day? Good news, you don't need to ditch eggs. Swap white bread for whole grain or roasted sweet potato. These fiber-rich options stabilize blood sugar, delivering sustained energy all morning. A slice of whole grain toast with a fried egg and spinach takes 5 minutes but keeps you alert, dodging inflammation. I saw my Uncle John, 72, at our senior club, always complaining of fatigue and joint pain. After switching to sweet potato with eggs, he said, I feel 10 years younger, walking an hour without tiring. You can do it too. One small change brings you closer to an independent, vibrant life, free of chronic illness, moving confidently. Simple but powerful, right? Try this for 3 days and feel the difference. But that's not all. If white bread's bad, Two other egg pairings are even worse, blocking nutrients, causing bloat, and risking chronic illness. Next, I'll reveal the second pairing and how to replace it to stay healthy, full of energy. Ready? You've just finished a gentle yoga session at the senior center, sipping cool soy milk beside a plate of boiled eggs, believing you're nurturing your health. But watch out. Soy blocks your body from absorbing egg protein, causing fatigue, bloating, and risks of chronic illness and losing independence. Eggs are a perfect protein, fueling muscles and brain. But soy, despite its benefits, contains trypsin inhibitors that hinder protein breakdown into essential amino acids. The result: fatigue, bloating, and a heavy feeling, plus worry about chronic illness. Your 60-plus digestive system struggles with soy amplifying discomfort. It's not random. Digestion slows with age. Ever felt bloated, fatigued, or scared of losing independence after tofu and eggs? Harvard research shows soy's trypsin inhibitors cut protein absorption by 20% in older adults. This is critical when you need protein to avoid fatigue, chronic illness, and stay independent, not a burden to family. I recall Mary, 68 from yoga class, always bloated after eggs and tofu, thinking she was eating clean but fearing losing independence. Good news. No need to skip soy or eggs. Just separate them. Pair eggs with almond or oat milk in the morning. Save tofu for lunch. A glass of almond milk with boiled eggs takes 3 minutes, delivering energy, lightness, and protection from chronic illness. Mary tried it and said, "No more bloating, I feel young again." Picture waking up light, free of fatigue, ready to thrive. Try this trick, you'll notice a change. White bread and soy aren't the end. The final egg pairing is even more troubling, blocking vital nutrients, risking chronic illness. What is it? Next, I'll reveal this pairing and a replacement to keep you vibrant, full of energy. Don't miss it. You're relaxing on your backyard patio, morning sun warming your face, sipping black tea with a plate of sunny-side-up eggs, cherishing the calm of your 60s. But beware. Your beloved morning tea can block nutrient absorption from eggs, causing fatigue, low energy, chronic illness, and loss of independence. Every morning, you pair tea with eggs, thinking it's the perfect start egg protein. Tea's antioxidants. But black and green tea contain tannins, compounds that bind to iron and calcium in eggs, making them hard to absorb. Iron is vital for energy, oxygen transport, keeping you alert. Without it, you feel fatigued, low on energy, as if your body's slowing, fearing chronic illness like anemia or heart disease. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition says tannins cut iron absorption by 60% when consumed with meals. At 60 plus, with higher nutrient needs, this loss makes you dread losing independence, unable to stroll the park or care for yourself, becoming a family burden. Tannins block iron and hinder protein digestion. Ever felt sluggish, low on energy after tea and eggs? Great news, you don't need to give up tea or eggs. Just change when you drink tea. Enjoy your favorite tea 30 to 60 minutes after eating eggs to fully absorb iron, calcium, and protein. Want a breakfast drink? Try orange juice. Its vitamin C boosts iron absorption by 20%. Per Tufts University, warding off fatigue. My neighbor Susan, 70, drank black tea with eggs, complaining of low energy, fearing chronic illness. I suggested orange juice in the morning, tea mid-morning. After a week, she beamed. I walk a mile. No more sluggishness. A small glass of orange juice with eggs takes 2 minutes, keeping you energized, healthy, free from losing independence. It's a small, powerful change. Wrong timing with tea can harm. You can do better. Want to know which egg pairing powers up your health? Dodging chronic illness. White bread, soy, and tea are risky, but we're not done. Next, I'll share a fantastic egg pairing to protect your eyes, boost energy, and keep you thriving at 60 plus. You'll be amazed. Keep watching and try drinking tea after meals for 3 days. Share your results in the comments. You're strolling through the vibrant stalls of a local farmer's market, picking a golden pumpkin, hoping your egg breakfast keeps you healthy. But are you missing a chance to protect your eyes and avoid fatigue and chronic illness? Want clear vision and no fear of losing independence at 60 plus? Pumpkin is the key. At 60, fading eyesight sparks worry, fearing fatigue, inability to read, drive, or do chores, leading to loss of independence. Pumpkin, paired with eggs, is a powerhouse against chronic illness like macular degeneration and cataracts. Pumpkin's beta-carotene turns into vitamin A, helping eyes adjust to light, staying moist, and cutting blindness risks. Eggs add lutein and zeaxanthin, shielding the retina. Together, they're an eye-protecting shield. The benefits go beyond that. Ever feel fatigued, eyes blurring, fearing loss of independence? The American Academy of Ophthalmology says those over 60 lacking vitamin A face double the risk of macular degeneration, causing chronic illness and fatigue, hindering independent living. Pumpkin delivers over 200% of daily vitamin A needs, while egg lutein cuts retinal damage risk by 20%. I met Tom, 65 at the market, worried about losing independence due to blurry vision, fearing chronic illness would burden his family. I suggested pumpkin soup with boiled eggs. Just blend cooked pumpkin, add a boiled egg, sprinkle pepper, 10 minutes for a tasty, nutrient-packed breakfast. Pumpkin's fiber and complex carbs stabilize blood sugar, dodging inflammation, fueling energy. After 2 weeks, Tom said, I read papers clearly, shop without worry, feeling young again. You can too. Roasted pumpkin with scrambled eggs and greens keeps eyes sharp, cuts fatigue, and ensures health. Try this dish, you'll be amazed. Picture your eggs beside golden roasted pumpkin, fragrant, nourishing eyes and body. Imagine confidently doing everything, free of chronic illness, loss of independence, instead of fatigued, reliant on others. 3 dangerous pairings are exposed, but the journey continues. Next, I'll reveal another egg pairing to strengthen bones, reduce inflammation for a vibrant 60-plus life. You'll be shocked. Keep watching. You're gathered around the table for a weekend family breakfast, laughter filling the air, the aroma of eggs sizzling with cheddar cheese. But are you missing a chance to boost bone health and reduce joint pain and inflammation? Cheese plus eggs are the perfect duo for strong bones and healthy digestion. At 60 plus, weak bones and slow digestion raise fears of joint pain, inflammation, chronic illness like osteoporosis, making every step tough. Eggs offer protein and vitamin D but lack calcium. Cheese, like cheddar or Parmesan, is calcium-rich, supporting strong bones, healthy muscles, and cutting fracture risk. Egg vitamin D enhances calcium absorption, forming an ideal pair. The National Institutes of Health say those over 60 lacking calcium face triple the osteoporosis risk, causing joint pain, inflammation, chronic illness, stopping you from playing with grandkids or doing chores. Cheese also has probiotics for healthy digestion. Ever felt joint pain, fatigue, or feared chronic illness burdening your family. The National Osteoporosis Foundation recommends 1,200 mg calcium daily for those over 60, and 1 ounce of cheddar provides 20% of that. Paired with eggs, it creates a nutrient-packed breakfast, easing inflammation, boosting bone strength. Nutritionists recommend this combo. Have you tried it? I recall Linda, 67, plagued by joint pain after family breakfast, fearing chronic illness would steal her mobility. I suggested eggs with cheddar and spinach, taking 7 minutes. Cheese not only fortifies bones but also has probiotics, easing bloating, aiding digestion. If cholesterol's a concern, choose low-fat cheese. After a month, Linda said, I walk without pain, full of energy, like I'm young again. You can do it. Eggs with cheese, tomatoes, and greens keep you healthy, dodging inflammation, chronic illness. Picture a golden cheese egg omelet, delicious, nurturing bones and digestion. Imagine walking lightly, free of joint pain, confidently doing everything, not fearing chronic illness, instead of fatigued, dependent. This combo isn't just tasty, it's your key to 60-plus health. Try it, you'll feel the difference. One final egg pairing is even better, enhancing digestion, immunity, and cutting fatigue. What is it? Next, I'll reveal it, bringing a vibrant, energized 60-plus life. Keep watching. You're resting on a wooden bench in the local park, a cool breeze blowing, enjoying boiled eggs and apple slices, thinking you're caring for your health. But beware. Eggs can be hard to digest alone, causing bloating, fatigue, and chronic illness. Apples are the solution for better digestion and immunity. At 60-plus, sluggish digestion brings fears of bloating, fatigue, chronic illness like digestive disorders or anemia, making you worry about lacking energy for walks or enjoying life. Eggs are protein-packed but can feel heavy solo. Apples, with soluble pectin fiber, ease digestion of egg protein and fat, reducing bloating, keeping you light. Apples stabilize blood sugar, preventing fatigue. Their vitamin C boosts iron absorption from eggs. Ever felt bloated, fatigued after meals, fearing chronic illness? The American Journal of Nutrition says apple pectin cuts digestive disorder risk by 30% in those over 60, preventing bloating, fatigue, and chronic illness. One apple's vitamin C increases egg iron absorption by 25%, per Cornell University, boosting immunity, reducing anemia risk. I remember Robert, 69, snacking in the park, always bloated after eggs, fearing chronic illness and loss of independence, unable to walk or play with grandkids. I suggested pairing eggs with sliced apples or an egg-apple salad with a spoonful of yogurt, taking 5 minutes. Apple pectin helped Robert digest lightly, avoiding inflammation, while iron boosted immunity. After 2 weeks, he said, no more bloating, I walk an hour, full of energy. You can too. A snack of boiled eggs, apples, and greens keeps you healthy, cutting fatigue, chronic illness. Imagine feeling light, free of bloating, confidently enjoying your day, not fearing chronic illness or a loss of independence, instead of fatigued, reliant on others. Try the egg plus apple combo for 3 days. You'll feel the difference. This combo is simple but powerful. Healthy digestion is key at 60-plus. Proper egg cooking matters even more. Want to know how to maximize egg nutrition, avoiding inflammation? We've uncovered 3 dangerous and 3 amazing egg pairings. But one final secret remains: cooking eggs right to optimize health, reducing fatigue, chronic illness. Next, I'll share this tip for a vibrant, energized 60-plus life. Keep watching. You're in your modern kitchen, soft light streaming in, preparing eggs for breakfast, hoping to stay healthy at 60-plus. But the way you cook eggs determines the nutrition you get. Cooking wrong can cause fatigue, inflammation, chronic illness, stealing the vitality you need to thrive. Many believe eggs are fine cooked anyway, but this mistake robs you of vital nutrients. Eggs have choline for the brain, lutein for eyes, but high heat destroys them, sparking inflammation, raising chronic illness risk. Raw eggs are worse. With avidin blocking biotin, a B vitamin for energy, skin, hair. The CDC says raw eggs increase salmonella risk, especially for those over 60, causing fatigue, chronic illness, even hospitalization. Cooking right is safe and preserves nutrition, helping you avoid inflammation, stay healthy. Wrong cooking destroys choline, lutein. Raw eggs can cause serious illness. Ever worried about fatigue, chronic illness from poor eating? Good news, you can cook eggs right to maximize health. Try gentle methods: soft boiling, steaming, or poaching. Soft boil for 6 minutes to keep yolks runny, preserving choline, lutein, avoiding inflammation. Steam eggs for 10 to 12 minutes in a basket over simmering water. No oil needed. Retaining B12 for energy. Poach by slipping eggs into gently simmering water for 3 to 4 minutes. Light, digestible, heart healthy. If frying, use extra virgin olive oil, not vegetable oil, to cut chronic illness risk. My friend Helen, 71, fried eggs with margarine, complaining of fatigue, fearing joint pain, chronic illness. I suggested soft boiling or steaming. Just place eggs in a steamer. Wait 10 minutes for soft, tasty eggs. After a month, Helen said, "No more fatigue. I'm alert all day, full of energy." You can do it. Soft-boiled eggs with greens keep you healthy, reducing inflammation, chronic illness. These methods are simple, effective. Gentle cooking preserves all nutrients. Choose olive oil to protect your heart. Want to live vibrantly, free of inflammation, chronic illness at 60-plus? Try soft boiling or steaming eggs for 3 days. You'll feel the difference. We've explored avoiding 3 risky pairings and embracing 3 great ones with eggs. But it all ties together in the end: how to make these changes. Habits for a vibrant, energized life, free of fatigue, chronic illness. The conclusion wraps it all up. Don't miss it. You're standing amid the lively buzz of a senior community club, surrounded by peers sharing health tips. Yet deep down, you worry about fatigue, joint pain, inflammation, chronic illness, and losing independence. You deserve to live strong, full of energy at any age. Today, we've uncovered how to make eggs a superfood, dodge health risks, and reclaim the life you love. Our journey began by spotting 3 dangerous pairings: white bread sparking fatigue, inflammation, chronic illness, soy causing bloating, blocking nutrients, tea hindering iron absorption, leaving you low on energy. These mistakes quietly fuel joint pain, chronic illness, and loss of independence, making you fear becoming a burden, unable to garden or play with grandkids. But we found solutions. Swap white bread for sweet potato. Separate soy from eggs. Drink tea after meals. Small changes to avoid inflammation. Stay healthy. We didn't stop at avoiding pitfalls. 3 amazing pairings changed the game. Remember the fear of fatigue, chronic illness, losing independence. Pumpkin with eggs protects eyes, cuts fatigue. Cheese strengthens bones, eases joint pain, inflammation, Apples boost digestion, dodging bloating, chronic illness. And don't forget, cook eggs right, soft boil, steam, poach to keep nutrients, ensuring energy, health. I met Anna, 66 at the club, worried about joint pain, fatigue, losing independence. She started with eggs and apples on Mondays, pumpkin on Wednesdays, cheese weekends, and soft boiling instead of frying. After a month, Anna said, I walk pain-free, digest easily, feeling independent, like I'm young again. You can too. Pick one tip like eggs with apples or soft boiling and try it for 7 days. Share your results in the comments. I'll cheer you on. These changes aren't just about food, they're about reclaiming your life. Picture waking up free of fatigue, joint pain, confidently doing chores, playing with grandkids, not fearing inflammation, chronic illness, losing independence. Instead of sluggishness, relying on others, you're a vibrant senior, inspiring your family. It's all in your hands. Small actions, big impact. Which tip will you start with today? Make these tips daily habits of breakfast with eggs and apples, soft boiling instead of frying. Like this video, share it with friends and family to live strong together. Subscribe for more secrets, from diet to lifestyle, to stay energized, independent at 60 plus. Together, we'll build a life free of fatigue, chronic illness, joint pain. Your journey starts now. Are you ready?